Hi everyone, happy Tuesday. I'm Tara with Meal Plan with Tara. Welcome to my kitchen. I am making a quick dinner tonight, so I'm going to show you what I'm doing. I am doing let me find the beginning page of this. I'm doing the Epic Life Challenge. And so part of that challenge is that you are kind of portioning out your food a little bit. And it's just a way to make it simple without calorie counting and all this other stuff. So I'm making the donier tonight, which is actually like gyro. It's gyros is what it is. But I'm going to do a little twist on it because there's a way that I like to make it that is even better, in my opinion. So I'm going with this. This isn't our food guide, but I'm going to make it my own. So I'm going to start with, I have 2 pounds of beef in here. And I'm going to just use my ground meat separator to kind of get it mixed a little bit. And then I am going to add in, my donier mix. So the donier mix calls for this and 1/4 cup of water. So I'm going to use my prep bowl, my little mini prep bowl. It's a 1 cup prep bowl. It comes in a set of 4. I'm going to measure 1/4 cup of water with it, because it has little measurements on it, so it makes life easy. So I'm going to add some water in here, and then I'm going to open up my meal solution pack and dump this right into here. Now this donier seasoning, kids are trying to play with the dog right now. This donier seasoning has onion, garlic, sea salt, paprika, herbs, spices, and black pepper. You can definitely smell the paprika and the garlic. It's so, so good. But just think gyro, because that's what it is. So we're going to use that. I'm going to mix it into here. And I mean, I'm kind of leaning towards, this works really well when you're mixing the meat, but sometimes to be faster, I just get in there with my hands, which is what I'm going to do. Let me grab a towel. And I'm going to put this over there. And I'm going to just mix that seasoning right into the meat. You don't want to over mix, because then your meat will be drier when you cook it. So a couple ways you can make this after you mix all the seasoning together. You can put it into our rectangular steamer, which is like a bread loaf pan, and cook it in the microwave for 8 minutes. Let it cool and then slice it real thin, because that's like what gyros are supposed to be, really thin sliced beef or lamb. But I'm going to just cook it in my wok so that it's ground up. So it'll be more like a taco meat, but it's a gyro meat, right? So there's all kinds of different ways you can go about making this that work for you. Okay, so I'm going to put it into my wok. Love this wok, by the way. It's coated with ceramic. It's a great tool for the kitchen. I use it all the time. Got a brand new stove, so forgive me if I light the wrong burner. Okay. This will be interesting to cook on here because I have not cooked on here yet, so it could be fun. Alright, so I'm going to put that right into there. Get rid of this. Alright, so I'm going to cook this up. Use my ground meat separator to, you can kind of see me, to ground it up a little bit and let it cook. And while that's cooking, I am going to prep the other sides. Let me wash my hands really quick. I'm live, Lily. You were just on my video. The dog's barking at her. Barking at you because you got her toy? Okay. This is how dinner really works. You kids don't hide just because you're in a video, right? At least mine don't. If anybody has the magic potion to make people go away while you're cooking, let me know. Hi, Heather. It's new. Thanks to Gold Shield. Okay, so now we are going to prep some of the sides for this. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to make a tzatziki sauce. And there's a couple ways to make tzatziki too. So here's how it says: combine 3 tablespoons of thick mix with 2 cups of Greek yogurt and a cup of grated cucumber. I leave the cucumber out because I like to use it later in the week and cucumber gets really watery, and I just add cucumber right to whatever I'm eating. So to me, I prefer it that way. But so I'm gonna use sour cream because I don't have Greek yogurt, and I'm just gonna make a little bit. I'm gonna make like a half a cup. Let me go ahead and measure out my half cup. That's the nice thing about the prep bowls is you don't have to get another thing out to measure. You can put your stuff right in here, mix it in here, and store it in here. So it's super easy. Okay, so that's about a half cup. I've got that in there, and I'm going to give this a little mix over here. And actually, I'm going to use my spoon. Alright, that smells so good. It's browning up really nice. I'm going to actually turn the heat down just a little bit. Separate that meat really good into fine crumbles and let it keep it cooking. Okay, so now I'm gonna do, hi Kayla, I'm gonna do, so because it says 3 tablespoons to a cup of, 3 tablespoons to 2 cups of Greek yogurt, I'm gonna just do a tablespoon. And sometimes you just measure with your heart, you know, because why not? So I'm going to mix this in, and then I'm going to add a squeeze of lemon juice to this also because it adds that nice, yummy, extra lemon flavor. So that's what I'm going to do. So let me mix this. And I find sour cream to be a little bit thicker than Greek yogurt, so adding that little bit of lemon helps too. I won't need a lot of lemon because this is a small batch. So, let me give that. This is my Prep Pro chef knife. It's got the nice little sheath you put it in. It's ceramic. It's a beautiful black color. Cuts things real nice. I'm going to use my 2-in-1 citrus press to press out a little bit of lemon juice. I'm not going to press all the way down because I don't want all that lemon juice. And then I'll save that to put on top of mine because I like lemon. So just enough to, I just made a mess. Go figure. You're not really cooking if you're not making a mess, right? Okay. Well, there's that. That's cooked up. Let me mix this up over here again. Now, I could have also ground this meat up and cooked it in my steamer for about 6 minutes as well in the microwave, and that would have been good too, but I really wanted to test out my new stove. So, our new stove, I should say. What'd you say, Mom? Oh, yeah. Our stove has an air fryer built in, so I'm kind of excited about that. Because we have a countertop one, but it'll be nice to have that extra space on the countertop. So, alright, this is close to being done. It needs maybe another 2 minutes. Let me put this in here again. Okay, all of our utensils are really nice too. Like, I love this because it's perfect for like mashing your guacamole or bananas or your meat up. And then also our utensils, all these, they're stainless steel coated in a pretty purple silicone. So they're super strong and easy to clean. So it's kind of the best of both worlds. Alright, so I made my tzatziki, my lemon dilly sauce. Now I'm going to just cut up a couple veggies to add to my food when it's done. Get rid of this pepper. cutters cleaned. So just pulled out the center after I cut around it and then give it a couple taps on your hand and all the seeds will come out. So, and I'm just going to do little slices to add right into my gyro. Those are done. Okay, I'll take some of these too. I hate wasting, so one seed there. Alright, so that's done. I'm going to cut up a couple cucumbers. Like I said, I just like to add them right to the top. So this is those baby cucumbers. Those are my favorite. So I just slice one of these up. So there's some extra little toppings for the top. You could make this into just a full-on salad too. If you're, you know, going low carb or whatever and you don't want to have the pita or the tortilla, you could do it that way. You could serve it over rice. I am making, Patty, I'm making a ground form of our donier, which is gyros. So I'm making, I have it in my wok right now. They're almost done. Almost done. And then I made some tzatziki with some lemon dilly. I put my cucumbers on the side when I make tzatziki so it doesn't, so I can keep it for a few days and it doesn't stay watery. And then I'm also going to cut up some beets because I like beets on my stuff. Not everybody does, but I do. So, I'm going to be plating this very soon. Find my good plate. Ugh. So the thing I love about making your own, you know, donier and kind of making it your own is you can add whatever toppings you want. So if you like feta cheese, add feta cheese. If you like mozzarella, add mozzarella. You know, if you don't like cheese at all, don't add cheese. If you are not a meat eater, you could actually add this seasoning to some lentils or to some beans or chickpeas, and it's really good too. So, thanks for popping on, Rachel, because that reminded me to say that. But yeah, how many of you love gyros? And I guess, you know, in Canada it's called donier, but it's a gyro. And like I said, you can cook it in our multi-purpose steamer and ground it up too for about 6 minutes, or you can form it into a loaf in our, let me see if it's sitting right here so I can show you, in our rectangular steamer and cook it for 8 minutes, and then it will come out as a loaf and you can let it cool, take it out and slice real thin so that you get thin slices like here. And actually once it's cold, you can slice, it's easier to slice, and then you can just pan fry those slices to make it really nice and warm and good. So, okay, my meat is done. So I'm going to turn the burner off. I'm going to get this out of the way. I'm going to take out a couple of beets. I'm always fighting. These are my favorite kind of beets. It's a Michigan made. I think actually the plant is in Chesterfield, Michigan. So Patty, if you're still on. So I always like to buy my local products if I can, my local fruits and veggies. Okay, so that's enough beets because there's not all of us are going to eat those. I'm going to put that over there. And then I'm going to cut this up with my knife as well. Just getting some paper towels so I don't end up with pink hands, so don't mind me. So the nice thing about this knife is it cuts so easily. I don't have to have, you know, I can be like a little sloppy with it as long as I'm not trying to chop my fingers off, you know. So I'm just going to dice up a couple of these. I just don't want pink hands. I'm not in the mood today. I could put a glove on, but that takes time. So I'm just going to use my paper towel. Handy dandy paper towels. They're good for lots of things. I could have hung onto my fork and done it that way too. But that's okay. Okay. And then, so how many of you right now are dealing with the difficulty of working around all of your kids' sports schedules? Because that's my problem. So like today, we had a water main break by our school. So we got to leave school early. So that was good for me because I'm a teacher and I took my kids home with me. Well, my son was supposed to have football practice And I think they're still having it, but we live 40 minutes from school, and I'm not driving him back out there, and I'm not going to feel guilty about that. He's in 4th grade, you know? But he has 2 football practices a week, 3 baseball games a week, and a football game every week. So it's just like boom, 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 boom. Like, so I need dinners I can make quickly and easily, and things that are like make good leftovers too, because some nights we just don't have time to cook, and I don't want to spend all this money eating out. I like to eat out, but I would rather it be like my husband and I going somewhere nice, or a friend and I going somewhere nice, not like the whole family all the time eating out, you know. Plus, it's not like great for you to eat out constantly. That's one of the main things that changed when I joined Epicure, is we stopped eating out as much because this is so easy. Okay, so I've got this. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to make up. My mom made homemade tortillas earlier. They're thick, so I call them like pita bread, but it works out perfect for this. So I'm going to take a little bit of meat. Oh, and this dog over here is just staring at me, waiting for me to drop some of this. You're just waiting, aren't you, Lola? Okay. So I have my Euro meat. Again, I did it ground beef style because I just think it's easier, right? I'm going to put on a dollop of my lemon dilly. Actually, I'm going to do 2 dollops because I like me some lemon dilly. Okay. And then I'm going to add on a couple of cucumbers. I'll show you this when I'm done. A couple of peppers. A couple of beets. I touched it anyway, so I guess it didn't really matter. Didn't have to do all that protecting of my hands. And I'm going to do a teeny tiny bit of feta cheese because I really like feta cheese too. So, just a little. All right, so this is what it looks like. Okay, I'm going to taste it because I got to taste it. I probably should have warmed up my tortilla before I started, but this will do. Good. Sorry. Okay. So it's been less than 20 minutes since I've been on, or just about 20 minutes, and I made dinner for the whole family. I do have leftover salad that I'm gonna put on the side. It's just Caesar salad. But so what I did, just a quick recap. I took the donier, which is Euro. I mixed 2 pounds of it with this seasoning and 1/4 cup of water. I cooked it in my wok. Could have cooked it in my steamer, or my rectangular steamer, or my multi-purpose steamer, either one. But I decided I wanted to use my new stove. We talked about that. So wanted to make sure it works properly, you know. And then I made a lemon dilly sauce. This is sour cream, lemon dilly dip mix, and a little bit of lemon. It's technically tzatziki, but I don't add the cucumbers in because I find cucumbers get watery in there and then it doesn't taste as good. So I add them as I use the dip. I just think it tastes better, but that's just me. So do you. And then I cut up some peppers, cucumbers, beets, and I threw them on top of my wrap. And voila, dinner is done in about 15 minutes. Probably less if I hadn't been talking to y'all. So I hope everyone is having a fabulous week. It's only Tuesday, but we've got this. If you haven't checked out the new catalog, I mailed all the ones out that asked. Oh my gosh, there's some really great things in here. Like the teas. Doesn't that look good? I just can't wait for summer weather to be here. I'm sick of this weather. How about anybody else? I'm tired of it. Ooh, that looks really good. It's like a pad thai. Creamy miso noodle salad. I'm so wrong. Creamy potato salad. Really good. I like that one. What else? I'm trying to find. Oh, this is the one that every time I see this, my mouth waters. Look at this fun, like, dip charcuterie board. Charcuterie boards are, like, really in right now. I tend to, I'll make them for a party, but I tend to just put dips out and people can do what they want with them. But look how cute that is. There's chicken, there's vegetables, there's different sauces. It looks like there's, what's on here? Queso, guacamole, O Canada grilled chicken. O Canada, talk about like a maple grilled chicken. So good on salmon too if you're a salmon person. smoke and barbecue Montreal steak sandwich. Oh, that's this. That looks really good. I gotta find that recipe online. And then the creamy garlic hummus, which I could have made for tonight too, but I decided to just keep it simple. That hummus is kind of a make ahead, use a blender kind of thing. So I don't have time for that tonight with sports and everything. But it was great to see you all. I hope everyone's doing well. Here's what I'm going to say. If you're watching this or watching the replay, if you watched the whole thing, I'm going to say the secret word is going to be tzatziki. If you spell it wrong, it's okay. Secret word tzatziki. Message me tzatziki, and I'll message you a special offer. So, all right, I will talk to you all soon. I hope everyone's doing well. I can't wait to see you all again, and hopefully I'll be live again soon. Talk to you soon. Bye.